Hey guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft Redstone mini game. Yeah, it's right, Tic Tac Toe is finally finished, and here it is in all of its redstone-ish glory. As you can see, it's pretty big. It was actually finished a little while ago, but I started to build Connect 4, and I finished that, so you'll be seeing a video on that soon, if not already before this one. But, yeah, here's Tic Tac Toe, so let's get into it. Tic Tac Toe by MCCraft100. And actually with me here today is one of my friends from the GameplayerHD server. It's GameplayerHD himself. He's going to help me test out the Tic Tac Toe machine and just show you how it works. So here's the instructions and rules. Obviously, since I made the game, I don't need to look at the instructions and rules. But basically it just tells you just no going when it isn't your turn, don't hit buttons that aren't on your side and all that. But you have two sides, the O's and the X's, and they correspond with the colored wool on each of these 9-digit display boards. And I also have 1, 2, 3 ABC and 1, 2, 3 ABC lined up over there. So you can see that. It comes with a little win detector, so when it's all over, it'll tell you who won or if it was a full board tie. But yeah, let's get into playing a game with GamePlayer. Let me just tell him that we're ready to go. And he'll hit one of his buttons, hopefully, yep. So it'll pop out, he's X's over there, and I'm O's, so if I go here, for some reason the O's are a little bit laggier coming out, because I think it was just the sheer amount of redstone that they had to travel in order to get around the thing. Okay, so he went up there. I'm going to go here. Let's see. The thing I have found about Tic Tac Toe is it's usually a tie. Probably like 8 times out of 10 it's a tie. There's really only one certain way, which he just did. He just beat me and there's nothing I could do. Wow, I fell for that. He got me. So all he has to do is go on that side. And he wins, which you'll see in the win detector will come out in a second. Yep, showing that he won, and then they all go back in. We're gonna do one more round if he wants to, and then I'll just show you the work. So, I don't know if I'm gonna have to tell him to go first again, or if he knows. Try to motion with my Minecraft guy's head. Go. Okay, yeah, he got it. So, I'm gonna go here again. The middle is always a cherished spot in Tic Tac Toe. So, we'll see. He might try to do that double trick again. Oh, I'm not letting you do that again, buddy. You don't have me this time. There's actually, it's a lot of redstone involved. Oh my god, he got me again! Oh! Little trickster. Oh well. Apparently I am not as good as Tic Tac Toe as I thought. GamePlayer is Danish, though. I guess maybe Danish people are very good at Tic Tac Toe, and he wins again. So now, I'll just show you the redstone circuitry now. There's actually a lot involved in this, so probably, I don't know, if you're interested in the redstone, I'll show you. If you're not, then you can just, I don't know, stop watching the video right now. But it's actually a lot. If you see behind here, that's what makes the Tic Tac Toe work. My version is actually one of the most compact versions I've seen so far. I've seen ones that are just across endless mountains of red terrain and just all over the place, but I think mine is fairly compact for a machine that does this kind of thing. So let me just break the glass here and get in. It starts way down here. If I can actually get down here, these all line up well, actually, I have to do quite a bit of flying to get around here. This is the control panel behind. There's 9 redstone torches, and they all hook up here to just going down redstone towers. I don't know what you'd call that. Unvertical, opposite vertical redstone towers. I don't know. But that's what they connect to, and they've all been siphoned off. I just did a hand motion. You guys can't see my hand. They've all been siphoned off with these blocks so they don't cross and stuff. That was actually pretty difficult to do because they were just so closed in on here. But they all travel way down here. The X's one is over here. This is the X's area. But the O's goes down here. And basically each of these, they all connect into one of these NOR latches. And there's creepers in here. Hang on. That's not good. But they all connect to these NOR latches here, and those flip, and I think he might have hit one of the buttons. Yeah, he hit one of the buttons, but that's what happens when it's hit, so that turns off, which turns this on, and that goes across here, and once more turns it off, and over here, and the reason I have so many inverters is just for the locking mechanism, so that if X's player hits top left and O's player decides he's going to be a bad guy and hit top left, it doesn't shoot out a random symbol of combination between X and O's. That was the lock that I did. So, actually I think he's going around like hitting them all. I think he's having a little game against himself. But what happens over here, so when... Hang on, I just gotta tell him. Oh crap! Just whack something. So, what happens, like, when this one's... He's trying to have a conversation now. Okay, but, this will turn off when the button is hit, and it'll go and turn that on, which turns this repeater on, which turns that torch off. There's a lot of turning off and turning on here, so that torch will turn off. It'll also go into here, turn that torch off, and turn this redstone wire on. And just do time day. And so basically I'll start out with this. When this turns off, this is the lock. I think, yeah, this is the lock. So when this turns off, this turns that on over here through the inverter, and it climbs this tower, goes across here, and then it turns this on, so that that's the entire lock, so that when this turns on and that turns off, this torch here will still be holding it on, so even if that one turns off, it's still on and can't flick the piston. But that's the whole locking mechanism. And then if we come back over here, this tower, which I have to try and find the end because it's a little jumbly up, but this one, that'll turn on. Once more, go over here, turn this torch off, which powers the X and O display board. So each one of these, the blue represents the X's and the red represents the O's, and those will just turn on and off corresponding with whichever button you hit. So that's just how the display board works. And then the actual wind detector is the third part of this. Well, actually, there's 4 parts to every single button that gets hit, because it has the lock, the display, the winning wind detector, and the tie wind detector. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, but I have them labeled too, so you can see C1. So I think, yeah, so for the winning wind detector, where O's wins, and the little piston pushes the wool up, so you can see, there's just a ton of A and D gates over here, just a bunch going up with every single different combination you can have. So then when 3 of these corresponding are all turned off, then that one will turn on, and it'll just go down here on this vertical tower, turn that on, go through here, come down the wood path, that's the piston display, the wool display that I added later on, but this is the actual wind detector, the reset system. So it goes along here, once more, lots of traversing redstone circuits, and this resets over here. That resets the whole NOR latches on the X's side, I believe. See, it's so much redstone even I'm getting confused. And it also heads down here, and into here I'm gonna have to break a stone block. And this resets the O's no latches, so that's just how the reset system worked for the win. And then the reset system for the X's is just the exact same. It just comes in from the opposite direction. If I go over here, this right here, that's the reset system for the X's and the tie coming in. So it just comes in on different sides. But it's the exact same for the X's and the O's reset system. And then this little jumble of redstone right here, this is the tie, the tie reset system, because as you can imagine, having to fill in every single possible combination for complete board fill-in, so you'd have every single X and O combination. I decided to bypass that, and I just had vertical downward redstone towers coming from the top up here. And whenever one of the buttons hits, it also, aside from activating the piston display, activates this, and that just travels down here, and it will turn whichever one of these on. And then also over here, this is the O's side. The O's all connect on the bottom like this, and they just go across and through this whole little maze thing going on here, and they all connect their corresponding X partner down here. And this long line right here, I'm probably confusing a lot of you, so I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but there's a lot of redstone to cover. This right here, this long line, is a 16-bit AND gate. I think, no, it's technically a 9-bit AND gate because we have 9 possible combinations, but it's 16 bits long, so I just got 16-bit. And then when all of those are turned off, this torch will turn on, go across here, and come up to this, which resets the X's side, and it'll also go through here, and it'll reset the O's side. And then the third and final part of the line, it goes up there to the wool display and shows that it's a tie. I'll just show you quickly. Why are there so many mobs spawning in my Tic Tac Toe? Why? There's like zombies and skeletons and everything. But this is the win system. Just has simple piston push up with a little delay so that it stays. So yeah, that's pretty much. I'm lagging a little bit. I'll just have to do butcher so that I lag less. But that's basically the entire Tic Tac Toe. I don't think I'm missing anything in particular. I was unable, unfortunately, to do an AI with this as I had in my previous rock, paper, scissors machine, because as you can imagine, the AI for a Tic Tac Toe would be quite complex, and especially I was gonna try it, but then I thought, because of the locking mechanism, if someone hits one of the X's and then the AI is the O side, and the AI randomly detects the same button that the X's player has picked, then it won't do anything, and you'll just kind of be like, what's happening? You know what I mean? So I couldn't really do that, but I think this is as refined as I can make it. It was getting a little cramped, as you can imagine, in the final stages. I think up here. Oh yeah, this is the wind detector for the O's, I mean the X's. But yeah, it was getting a little cramped near the end, as you can well imagine. But I finally got all the circuits to not cross and just actually make sense. Well, make sense to me. And I think it looks pretty good on the display board. Looks all professionalismed and got like the fancy little entranceway. But yeah, that's my Tic Tac Toe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be a download link on Planet Minecraft in the description. Just if you want to take a look at it or play around with it on your server, just take a download. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed Minecraft Redstone minigame Tic Tac Toe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.